All right. Hello. Hello, Laurie, Kim, and Richard. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to turn on the chat just so I can see and let me exit off that. Okay. All right. If you somebody told me a little trick. I don't know if this is Lori, which Lori this is, but if you wear glasses, like I have to wear readers, she said if you tip them up and down, you guys won't see my ring light in the thing. So anyways, just a little tip you can try. I don't know. It seems to work 95% of the time. Okay, if you guys are new to me, don't know who I am, my name is Jennifer Turner. I am from a small town in Kentucky, and I knew nothing about the online space. 6 years ago, I guess it's been. I have been a hairdresser for 26 years and I'd always wanted to work from home, but I didn't go to college. I didn't have any skill sets to know how to monetize. And in 2020, I got introduced to the MLM space and I still sell the products and I did well. I built the team, I spoke on stages, earned the trips, was successful, known as a top leader, all of that good stuff. And then 3 years into the business, things started to shift and my strategy wasn't working anymore. And I didn't know anything else to do, literally. Now I only knew the strategy that they had taught me. And I kept telling my uplines, I was like, there has to be a better way to do this. I'm in the DMs like it's a full-time job all day long, like chasing people for sales and recruiting and products and what once was working was not. And they couldn't tell me anything else other than it's a numbers game, just keep going. And I was like, if I keep going like this, I'm going to go insane. You know what I mean? Like there has to be something else anyway. So I'm on Facebook. I see a girl named Tracy and she's talking about digital marketing. And what I want you guys to clearly know, if you're brand new to all of this, is I did not know what digital marketing meant. It took me like 3 times of somebody explaining it before that even landed. I didn't know what a sales funnel was, what a lead magnet was, what attraction marketing was, what any of this was, okay? I had to become the beginner again because I knew that I couldn't keep going on the way I was. Something had to change, right? So, she was telling me that, she had bought this program. Long story short, I invested in the program. It was amazing. However, it started to feel like it wasn't aligned with me as a person. Not that it was a bad offer or anything like that, but I didn't make a sale for like my first 6.5 months. And again, that does happen. I don't want to tiptoe around that. I'm not going to be the one on the Zoom talking about, here's how you're going to make 10K in 30 days. Like, is that possible? Absolutely yes. If you are a complete beginner, is that gonna happen your first month? Probably not. I'm just the one that's gonna keep it real with you, okay? But what I want you to know is that it is possible. I do know several people making 5 figures a month, 6 figures a month even, like, anything that you want is possible, and that's what I'm gonna show you with what I have, today. And what I love about it, the Boss Suite in particular, is oh, I got nervous, my ears are burning. Lord. Y'all ever had that happen? Oh, I swear my ears are burning. I haven't had that happen in a long time. And yeah, one other fun fact about me, when I started my MLM, I was terrified to do Zooms. I said, I don't want to go live. I don't want to do videos. Don't make me speak on, I don't want to do the stage thing because I saw everything they were doing. And I just wanted to shut that down to let them know that I was just going to be selling their toothpaste and their products and the skincare. It want nothing to do with any of that other stuff. And it really was because I lacked confidence. I wanted to be heard, but I was scared to be seen. That's a whole other beast in a conversation. But here I am today, and it's really just because I took the time to be the beginner again. It was a hard pill to swallow. I had to, and I come across a lot of people that have been in the MLM space too. I don't think anything's wrong with the MLM. I think you can make a lot of money with it and be truly successful. Um, but for me, again, it also was starting to be not aligned, especially with the strategy that I was taught. So I knew that there was a way that I could make money online and not just have one income stream. Like I had all my eggs in that basket. I was team new skin, right? And so when one income stream isn't doing well, that's all you got, right? So when I learned that you could create multiple income streams without having to go to college or have a following or be techie or any of that stuff, I'm like, hello, sign me up for all of that because it just gives you breathing room, right? And not, yeah, there's 22 income streams in the Boss Suite now. Do you need to do all of them? Absolutely not. Like, okay, I'm all about protecting my peace now and building a sustainable business that gives you breathing room, but also gives you your time and your life back. So you're not hustling all day, right? Okay. So let me look at my little notes here. Let me know in the comments. A well, I know that, Kim and Richard, but are you familiar with digital marketing? Do you have a digital marketing program? Are you brand new to this? Drop a 1 if you're familiar with digital marketing, drop a 2 if you are completely brand new. That just gives me a little pulse there. Um, and then I will get into what I want to focus on first. Yeah, the income streams are exciting, right? There's 22. That's a lot of options for people. And what I love about it is there's options for every personality. They even have a quiz in there. We have a little freebie quiz, but inside of their module, before you even get to the welcome module, it's called Module Zero. And it really helps you because there's a lot of information in there, right? And that's how a lot of these programs are. It's filled with a lot of content, a lot of videos, and people get overwhelmed with all of it. They don't know where to start, or they just get information overload, or they get stuck in learning mode and never implement and then get nowhere, right? Um, okay. All right. Let me just get a hit in here and share my screen. I'm going to talk about what I love most so you can visually see this as I'm talking about it. So I'm going to share. All right. Hopefully this works. Let's see my screen. Can you guys see everything? I can't.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Boss Suite. So what I love about the Boss Suite, yeah, like I said, it has a 22 income stream. She's about to add like 6 more. That's also a key point. I think this is one that you don't have to pay. It's a one-time thing for lifetime access. And it's not something that's going to be outdated. She redoes our modules. Since I've had it, which is I think been since I don't know October, no, whenever I got it. She's updated like the TikTok module, which isn't my thing, but a lot of people it is, right? Twice already because social media changed, algorithms shift, strategies update. We've got AI, right? So I love that all of that is updated. So you never have to worry about having outdated strategies like I was stuck in with my MLM, right? I didn't know anything else to do. Okay. What I love too, this is so one thing that is key is I don't care what you're selling. I don't care if it's whitening toothpaste or if it's a digital course or it's an ebook. It doesn't matter what your product is. There's a customer journey that they go through before they actually buy from you. And sometimes it's 5 minutes. Sometimes it can take a year. And that's when you have to build that. That's why you hear that you have to build the know, like, and trust, right? People have to trust you. They're giving you the money and they have to know what the heck it is. That's why I was like, let me do this call. Yes, they do their own calls every Thursday night. I have those listed on my calendar, and they are great. And but they don't give you a whole lot of time for questions. So the feedback that I was getting was people still had questions, and nobody is going to buy your thing if they still have pressing questions, right? Like how it works, how much time does it take, what the heck's in here, can this actually work for me? Do I have to be good at tech? Like all those normal stuff, right? You people have to have all of those questions answered up here before they're going to give you their money, especially if it's a high ticket offer, right? Okay, so I had to the first program that I got, actually Tracy, this is Tracy right here, the girl on Facebook. This is wild how it's came full circle. I bought my first program through her. Obviously, it wasn't the Boss Suite. I wish it had been. Um, and she's amazing. And I learned a lot with my first program. I'm not saying anything like that, but this is a lot less expensive and has a lot more options for people because not everybody wants to has a business, right? Some people just want to do faceless stuff, or like some of these income streams that I'm going to get to in a little bit later, like I didn't even know this was a thing. Like I had no idea people were writing letters and getting paid for it. That doesn't interest me, right? But I know so many people that do that, and I love that is one of the options, because A, it gives someone, you don't have to even be on social media at all. Some people just lack the confidence, can't because of their job. Some people are in nursing or a medical field where they just can't do stuff on social media, or they just, don't want to show their face. And this gives them a way to actually make money right off the bat. Well, you have to learn and, get going while they're learning the skills in this program. So I love that. Okay. And so she is the co creator now with Madison. So I think that's cool. And I followed her for a while because I was like, I don't want to buy another course. I don't want to buy another course. But it kept just pulling at me, you just, and this isn't going to be for everybody too, right? Like you have to move in what aligns for you, what feels good for you. And I'm not here to sell you anything today. I'm here to show you what's possible with this program. And then you can decide what you want to do from there. One of the things that I love that's inside this program, I was like, wow, like I didn't even know it was inside until after I bought it, because I had to pay thousands of dollars for a mastermind to learn this. And it's inside here, and it's one of the best modules. Let's see, where's it at? They call it buying. Let's see, is that the one? Buying triggers. Let me make sure. Uh, She's redone these, thumbnails, which look amazing, but I'm having a hard time seeing them because 'cause I'm in dark mode. Yeah, I think it's the buying triggers. You might have heard, like, of the buyer psychology, the customer journey, awareness, consideration, decision stage, all of that stuff. Like, I didn't know what the heck that was, and I'm telling you guys, you can call it whatever you want to, but you need to understand what that is, and that's exactly what this module does. And look how short it is. And these videos, they're not like, we're not having to watch 30 minutes or 2 hours of something to learn, right? And this is something that I also teach in my coaching, because it doesn't matter if you have a physical product or a digital product or you have a brick and mortar business, you have to know how a customer thinks, especially if you're making content online, so you can make content that leads them to the sale, right? Building that know, like, and trust. So this is one of my favorite modules that they have in here. And also, they've just covered all the mindset piece. That's one thing that a lot of people won't invest in, unfortunately. They'll go buy another course before they'll invest in mindset, I'm trying to think of the name. Um, Not like a self-help coach. What are they called? Life coach or whatever. Anyways, and a lot of it has to do with our thoughts, our limiting beliefs. Like I told you when I first started 6 years ago, I had no confidence. I wasn't going to make a sale like that, right? I had to believe in myself first, right? You have to believe in yourself, and then you have to also have belief in your offer. So I love, they have a whole module on mindset is key. And then energy first, or it used to be called energy is everything. Energy first, money follows. People don't know how, like, that is a real statement. Your energy controls how everything moves, how you're successful in life, how you're successful in business, all of the things. So that's just one thing I wanted to show. Obviously, I'm not going to go through every single little thing, but imposter syndrome. A lot of people struggle with that. They have a whole message module on that. Like, what's my point is, what's in here is everything that it's like. The only reason someone wouldn't be successful is if they just bought this and did nothing with it, right? Because these are just the skills that you need to know for inner growth and then business growth. All of it's included in this, right? Selling without receipts. This is huge. What this means, because I get this all the time. I felt this again. I didn't have a sale for 6.5 months. That was hard. It made me feel like, okay, I sucked. I don't know what I'm doing. This wasn't meant for me either. What else am I going to do? Like, all the overthinking. And then I finally, this is a whole other conversation, but when I started my community, I made my first sale, I believe, or right before that or after that, whatever. And it had nothing to do with the course that I had. It was something else. And I was like, oh, Okay. So this was like my first indicator, even though I didn't really know uh out loud and clear at the time that maybe it was just something that wasn't aligned with me. So this is a module on how to like if how to make a sale if you haven't made a sale yet, because it's really hard, right? If you're in your head like I can't sell the boss suite, or I can't sell SWC or legacy or roadmap or whatever course you have because I haven't sold it yet, you will absolutely not make a sale, right? Because that's your belief, right? So I love that they've done a little module again, it's short and sweet on how you can reframe your thinking and how to position your content in a way to sell before you've made how to make so you could do content before you've actually made a sale because that's huge with people. That was huge for me. Like I was like, how am I gonna like sell this, $900 program when I haven't even sold one? You know what I mean? And I'm not the and then there are people out there with fake receipts and all of this stuff. I wasn't going to do that. And a lot of people aren't going to do that. And you should not do that, right? You don't have to. What I focused on was sharing other people's wins because I did believe in the program. It just was hard because I hadn't made this sale. So let me look at my notes here. I don't want to get off track. Yeah. They go into branding, ethics. Ethics is huge. I love that they have that in here. My other program had that too, and I loved that. Just to how to do this with integrity, right? There's so many people, like I just said, out there doing like fake receipts and fake stand store screenshots and all of that stuff. And this is why customers have trust issues and it takes us a while to get them to buy because they've seen all this stuff, they don't know who to believe anymore. I actually had someone message me that joined my community that said that. She was like, I've done all this stuff. I don't even know what to believe, who to believe, or where to even start, right? Um, so this stuff is like this is the real deal. Let's see. Start like a boss. How to make 5 and 10K, that's great. That would be something I would get into after you've learned some of these other skills, honestly, especially if you're a beginner. How to close in the DMs. I'm not a huge DMer, but now that I have Schooly where it's automated, you can do intentional DMs, like people that are actually interested. When I was doing my MLM, it was just like go message your entire Facebook list every single day and hope somebody buys, right? Magnetic messaging. What does that mean? That means you're creating content that attracts your person, attracts your marketing. Again, I didn't know what the heck that meant. That means instead of having to chase people in the DMs like I was, nothing wrong with DMs, guys. Don't come at me with that. Like if you DM, that's totally fine. But there's a way to do it right in a way that can be a waste of time, I'll just say. But with magnetic marketing or attraction marketing, whatever you want to call it, it's how you speak to your customer and that's one of the first skills. That's something I was taught in my first program. That's the very first thing you need to learn if you're a complete beginner is who the heck are you talking to? Who's your target audience, right? And I go over that in some of my workshops that I do. But this is how to position your content to speak to that person. So you're not speaking to everyone, because you'll hear this over and over as you're in this space. If you're speaking to everyone, you're speaking to no one. Nobody's going to connect with you. You have to hone in on your person. So this is a whole module on that. Let's see. And then yep, went on to that. Sales on social media, Gen X technology. I love they just added that, right? I'm 45, I'll be 46 in October, so I'm not Gen X. I forget, like I'm somewhere, I don't remember what I am, but I love that they added that because AI, so many people when they buy these programs, they're like, I don't know how to. Some people I have to show even how to do a prompt into Chat GPT. Like a lot of us aren't thinking that this is a problem for people, and it is, especially people 50 and older, or heck, 40 and over, right? So, of course, they have all of the social media modules, how you can monetize on TikTok lives, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, all of the social medias are in here. And do you need to be on all of them? Absolutely not. um, I always say pick the platform that you love and that, well, more importantly, where your audience is hanging out. Like, I love Instagram, and this is debatable, right? But I don't think my target audience is probably hanging out on Instagram. Maybe, I'm sure there are, right? But my audience is hanging out on school, on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Pinterest, and I am not on all of those platforms, right? When you are a complete beginner, you need to start with one platform. I don't care what anybody tells you, because if not, you will spread yourself too thin trying to be everywhere, getting nowhere, and then start getting frustrated again, thinking it's you. And it's just that your energy is just spread too thin. Okay. People, you always hear about storytelling content. They have a whole module on that. Literally everything that you need. Okay. ChatGPT module, content module. Email marketing is huge because social media can be taken away at any time. You can get hacked on Facebook, TikTok, all of the things. Um, People have lost, accounts where they had hundreds of thousands of followers. Your email list is king, in my opinion. Email list in school, not that you have to have a school community, that's a whole other, Zoom call. But those two things you own, especially your email list. So if you lose your Facebook, your YouTube, whatever, your TikTok, you have somewhere that your people are that you can contact them, where you're going to be at, where you're going next, because you got to keep it moving, right? We can't get hung up on, because we can't control that. Like my Facebook in my own community, Facebook group, I should say, I wasn't able to go live for like 6 months, and the feature just wasn't there. Like nothing happened. I didn't get a notification or like a warning or anything like that. It was just like, that is so silly, right? Sales funnels. I didn't know what the heck that meant for a very long time. I also really got into that when I got into the mastermind, and a guy named Mike Gowans, Kim and Richard both know him. He's amazing. He taught us about sales funnels and how that goes with email marketing. If you're a complete beginner, is that where you want to start? Maybe not. First, you need to know who you're talking to, how to make content to speak to that person. Then you can get into all this other stuff. All right, let's get into they have, the live recordings. They have a mindset call every single Monday. It's for everybody, it's free. They have a tech call, I believe, every single week, and they also set up your like storefront or whatever you want to call it for your, like, if you purchase the Boss Suite, you're able to resell it. That's just a huge bonus. A lot of people, I think she has set like a high percentage, like maybe 70% of people that buy the Boss Suite just do it for the income streams. They don't even resell the course. I do, because I see all the value in here and I know how this can help someone. And it's very, yes, is it, it's not expensive, but it's very affordable compared to other things. And she has implemented payment plans that I didn't even know were out there. She has covered all her bases for someone to be able to get this program, which I love. They do beginner calls, I think, every Tuesday. And then she does other calls based off the income streams that I'm getting ready to show you. Before I move into the income streams, I want this to be a little bit, I don't want to talk at you for the whole time. Do you guys have any questions? Let me get back to the Zoom. Do you have any? Hey, Cynthia, what's up? I can't see when people join. Do you have any questions about what I just talked about so far? Just in the skill sets? And you can, if you can't unmute or you're at work or you're shy or introvert, I'll be an introvert for life. Or there's something in between now called an ambivert. I don't know, whatever. Where you're a little bit extroverted, a little bit introverted.
No
If not, I
question, no
can.
questions here. I'm looking forward to the income stream piece.
Yeah, there's so many. Yeah, oh, good. See, I'm like, do I even need my notes? I'm glad I have them here. Okay. Yeah, and again, before I get into it, there's 22. She's about to add, I think she said 6 more. I don't even know what they are. Like, I'm excited to know. Like, she keeps adding stuff. I'm like, wait, people are doing this and like making a lot of money. This is wild. Like UGC, guys. UGC is huge. That's why we're getting ready to do a whole workshop on that second week in June. I didn't even know what that stood for. And it stands for user generated content. What the heck does that mean? It means that you are making content for brands, regular people. So when I did know what it meant, I thought it was just for influencers, like people with hundreds of thousands, millions of followers. No, it is regular people like all of us on here, and they are paying you to take selfies. Hello, sign me up for that. I don't even have to make a video, and paying 20, 30, 40 bucks for pictures, like 1 or 2 pictures. I sent it. I didn't have to post it anywhere. That blew my mind. Like, because I wanted to try some of these income streams. I can't try all of them for you. I mean, I can try some of them so I can speak on it, right? And what it does is it gave me breathing room back in March or whatever month when things were slower with my other income streams. And I made, almost $1,000 just from taking selfies and a couple little quick videos that month. And they send you the freaking products for free, or you purchase them and get reimbursed. So that's a huge income stream that a lot of people, that's one of the favorites in here because it is so simple. And yeah, we'll get into that. Let me get back to sharing the screen. So you don't need to do, if you're in here for the income streams, pick 1 or 2. And then maybe you get into it and you're like, yeah, this isn't for me. Great. You've got 20 others to check out. If you want to know how to use Canva, that's in there. Okay. Income streams start on page 2, I believe. This is a digital vault. Also, this is a huge even people that have bought this don't realize this is in here. This is all, excuse me, PLR products or other affiliate products that you get included for free that you can also resell separately, like as lower ticket items. So think of, I know Kim and Richard, we've been on a call where we talk about that, taking people from your freebie
Mhm.
to your paid offer. They have all kinds of stuff in here that are, I don't know how much the prices are, but 27, 17, 37, whatever. It's not a whole lot, that are just little bonuses. Okay, so let's get out of here and let's go to page 2. All right. Building trust. Love that. That's huge. Boss money mindset. Actually, I don't know what the difference in that one. I need to do that one. Train your brain. They just added. Okay. I could go on and on. Pivoting your offer. If you have another offer and you are doing something different, and then it doesn't have to be selling the boss suite. It could be whatever you decide to do different. They show you how to do that. Virtual assistant. I think this is so cool. And this would be one that I'm pretty sure you could do completely faceless. I have not gotten into this one. I just don't have bandwidth right now to look at this, but I think it's very interesting. A VA is someone who is hired by someone like I'll need a VA soon. I'll be paying a VA, and it could be anything from editing their videos to posting their content for them, doing their email marketing, like helping them do some of the back end stuff that's just needs to be done when you get a business going. So you have more time to either just be with your family or do other things. Or some people hire VAs to do the stuff that they don't like to do, which is very smart. So you're protecting your peace, right? And people are paying good money for you to do this. So if you are a little bit techie, if you like making content, if you're good at editing videos, um, this is perfect for you, right? So there's a module on that. And then they show you how to go get jobs from it too. And what I also love, yeah, they do the mindset, the tech calls, the beginner calls, but also every single month, and it just depends on the month, they'll have like someone come in to speak about virtual assistant. So the people that are interested in that income stream or are doing that income stream can get specific info to help them move the needle further on that. So she's not trying to act like she knows everything and teaches everything. She brings in people that are experienced in that field. Okay, let's see. How do we go back? Oh, virtual. Oh, okay. There's got to be an easier way to go back. See, I don't think I'll be a virtual assistant. I'm not the most tech savvy. Yeah. Okay, here's UGC, what I just talked to you about. Literally, this is where I started now. I have a little other lower ticket course that I invested in now if people just are interested in UGC, because I have a lot of people that are. They don't, maybe they don't need this whole big thing, and that's fine. But this is how I started before. I was like, I'm not buying this other thing until I know I even want to do this. So I got into this module and literally went step by step on what they said. And literally that was February. And then me and Dr. Stephanie did our first workshop on it last month, which shows you in real life that I'm no UGC expert. You guys don't have to be, you don't have to know everything to make money online. You just have to be able to solve a problem that people have and be a couple of steps ahead of them, right? And you can teach people and make money off of it. So now I have my own little UGC mini course, 47 books. I showed people live how to start from scratch and be able to get brand deals within a week. So they're not going in here seeing all of this info and getting overwhelmed and not knowing where to start. That was the gap, right? Let me see. Is the back menu there? Okay, there we go. That's what to do. They have Pet UGC, which I'm not going to open the module because it's self-explanatory. People they're like, "How do I do Pet UGC?" And I'm like, "Exactly like you do regular UGC. You just people are sending you pet products um, that again, they either send you for free or you buy it and then you get reimbursed after you're paid for your job. And you're taking the pictures with your pets, or you're doing a little video of them outside playing with the thing or the treat or whatever the product is. So you don't have to show your face. It's great for people that don't want to show their face. Amazon reviews, I have not got into this is a really popular one. I mean, who like I probably order from Amazon at least 5 times a week, so I really probably should dive in here. Dr. Stephanie is actually much more the expert on Amazon reviews. She's had a shop for a couple of years now and even uses her UGC videos as a what do you call it? Dupes them on her Amazon shop. But basically you get paid for reviewing the stuff that you already have in your house that you don't even have to have bought it from Amazon. You could have bought it from TJ Maxx or Walmart or wherever, but if it's also sold on Amazon, you can get paid by doing a review on it. You just have to this module shows you how to get approved, how that works. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I know how it works because I don't. Okay. But it's a very popular one because everybody shops on Amazon and has all kinds of stuff on their house that they can do content on. I love that they added AI content because a lot of people don't know how to do that, and AI is just taking over. There's so many people that do not want to show their face, whether again it's because of their job or they just don't want to, or their confidence or whatever. And so these are modules that can show you how to do faceless, completely faceless AI content, videos, all the things. They even have faceless UGC. I will say those are gonna be, you're gonna get more jobs and get better jobs if you are showing your face. I'll just be honest with you. But there's so many other things you can do with out showing your face. Let's see. Amazon. I have to also tell you again, I don't know. This is Amazon KDP. I know it's super popular. Have not dove in here at all. Someone else on here may know what that is, but this is something else to do with Amazon, and it's another income stream. This one was just added, and I think it is so cool. They brought in these people to show you how they are going to thrift stores, peddlers malls, flea market, wherever they're going, right? And they're buying this stuff and they're showing you how they're flipping it and reselling it. And I think they're making like 5,000 a month or something doing this couple right here. So she brought in them because that's exciting. Some people are into that, right? Like some of these income streams aren't for everyone, but they're going to be for a lot of people. Um so thrifting and flipping, letter writing, I kind of already went into that a little bit. Basically, companies are paying people to write letters for them. And the ones that I've seen aren't even long, like not a big, I just don't like to write. It starts hurting. I don't know. I have arthritis. I just, that doesn't sound fun for me. But if I was struggling and really needed like money, this is a way where people can get the boss suite and learn how to do this and have some income coming in while they're learning other stuff that might take a little more time, right? Or if they're trying to resell the course or stuff like that. But it's usually like a paragraph, few sentences. And they pay you, I'm sure every company is different, but I know someone that was getting paid like $5 a letter. That might not sound like a lot, but if you're doing like 10 letters a day, that's $50 a day. If you're doing 100 letters a week, that's what, $500 a week. Somebody can correct me if I'm math is not my strong suit, but it's a great way you can make money. Uh Print on demand. I actually did check this out. It was one of the first things that I dove into. I love this. This is, and I haven't done anything with it. I should because it's actually really fun. But you can create your own kind of online store, and I literally just walked through the module and did what it tells you, and you can design t-shirts, cups, you know, there was all kinds of stuff, that normal people sell, but here's the kicker, you don't have to actually have the product and sell it. The way it's taught through here is you get to have fun doing the design your little t-shirt like I did. Anybody Mel Robbins fan, the Let Them book, I made some t-shirts because I was actually going to buy some. I was like, let me do this print on demand thing. And I designed one that had a Let Them thing on it and popped it up on a website. The companies actually make the t-shirts, ship it to them, then I get the profit. So that was super cool, and there's all kinds of, stuff you can do with that. It's not just, T-shirts and hats and mugs, it's a all ki like, think of the stuff that you would see on eBay. Not eBay. Well, yeah, maybe Etsy, and they do have an Etsy, module in here. Let me know if I'm going too fast. Network marketing module. I'm sure that's amazing. Tracy probably does that, showing you how to do it. This would have been, I would have loved to have had this because I didn't plan on getting into anything else. I was just like, I need to know how to do New Skin in a way that doesn't suck my time and soul every day, right? Module on how to create your own courses and digital products. I thought it hurts my laugh. Like it was sucking my soul. Um, when I bought my first program, obviously it wasn't the Boss Suite. That's also in there, and I was like, "Oh, I don't have like I was so burnt out. I didn't have space to even think about creating something of my own. I didn't even know what I was doing. Now I've created so many of my own digital products, and you're just taking your knowledge. And with school, the platform we're on right here, they make it stupid simple to do that, and you make 100% profit because you've made it. It could be a mini course, it could be a big course, it could be a training, workshops that I'm doing. Those are all digital products. I didn't even know what that was, right? I was like, what the heck's a digital product? Think like ebook or downloading music online, which we've all been doing for years. Like those are digital products. It's just an online product that's not like physical or tangible. Affiliate marketing, a lot of us know what that is. That's huge. This is probably a module that's also going to help you if you do choose to resell the Boss Suite, which you make 85% commission. So it's not like chump change, network marketing. You're doing well, there are some that like I think there's one that pays 50%, but I was doing like 20% and all this work like a mad person, and it just wasn't enough. So that's why I love digital products as well because the profit margin is so high. And it gets fun when you create your own because it's like your baby. So how to monetize on Pinterest, how to do an Etsy shop, right? A lot of people love this one. And I did not know. I would love to not hire, but bring in an expert on this. Just like with Pinterest, I brought in Tim recently, did a free training. I didn't know that you could sell your digital products on Etsy and Pinterest. Like I had no idea that was a thing. I just thought it was for like I didn't know Pinterest was doing any of that. And I thought Etsy was just like a physical product shopping place. Faceless content bank, all things credit. Okay. Think we've come to the end of it. Um, let's see. So before I get into questions, I'm going to show you they also have the Boss Suite Lite. So this is the big shebang. This is what I recommend. And budget comes in too, right? Because this is the one that's more expensive and they have oodles of payment plans for each one. If you're a beginner and you need to learn these skills, and you do, I did, even though I was successful with my MLM, all of this was new to me and I had to learn it. And that's why I'm doing good now, because I took the time to not only learn, but then you have to kind of embrace the suck. Like, I didn't know what a hook was. I didn't know how to do videos. I didn't know how to do content properly. And if when you do learn, you can do it in a way where people are coming to you in the DMs. Like, I haven't sent a DM first to anyone since October of 2024, and that has been amazing. People DM me now, which is and then they're already interested in what I'm talking about, right? So we're not having to waste time talking to people that aren't even interested in this stuff, don't even have a pain point for it, right? So they do have the Boss Suite Lite, and if you get the Boss Suite, you also get included the Boss Suite Lite. So those are instantly 2 other income streams if you choose to resell these courses. Again, you don't have to. That's just a bonus in my opinion, like a cherry on top. When I first bought my first program, I didn't have any intentions on, I didn't even know that was a thing until I got into like the first week, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can sell this and make like 100% profit. What are you talking about? Where is the Ball Sweet Light? There it is. Okay. So this is a good option for people that maybe you already have the skills that I talked about in the beginning. Maybe you already know buyer psychology, how to do content, magnetic marketing, whatever. These give you again, mindset, magnetic messaging, magnetic messaging, crafting your personal story. I love that. A lot of the same stuff, but the income streams are, well, TikTok shop lives. You know what? I just said that double. But anyways, everything about TikTok is in here because that's a popular one. The virtual assistant is in here. UGC is in here. I will tell you, it's a little more. It's a little more. There's a lot of stuff in there. I feel like there wasn't as much info as the bigger one. Uh, Back button. But if you just wanted to kind of put your feet in the water and see if you want to fool with UGC, this is great. Amazon reviews is in here. Letter writing, print on demand, Pinterest. She kind of put like some of the top ones that people go to into this smaller version that's less expensive. And it's a starting point. I've probably only had one person buy the Boss Suite Lite that hasn't then upgraded to the other one. The cool thing about that is when you upgrade, you just pay the difference. Like, you don't have to pay the full Boss Suite thing. So it's just like kind of like some people use it as a stepping stone, budget reasons, or maybe you just want to learn this and do all that. So that is what's in the Boss Suite Lite. And then of course they have all their recordings in here, the mindset, everything, all the calls, all the replays are in here. All right, let's get to you guys and get some questions.
Actually, I think you answered a lot of my questions. There's a lot of good stuff in that Boss Suite. I'll tell you that. As a matter of fact, that Boss Suite Lite looks pretty comprehensive also.
Yeah, it's not bad. And oh, my dog. These dogs are crazy today. Ooh, I came downstairs. You'd come downstairs. It's like Jumanji. I have 3 dogs and 2 cats, and they had went through the trash and pulled it all out on the floor, clean that one. Somebody had vomited. I was like, oh, this is how we're starting this day out. This is awesome. But yeah, this is I love it. And if you want to know how much the Boss Suite is, the big one, the one I share with the whole shebang, the big boy I call it, $597. And you can break that up into oodles of payment plans, which even though I had the $597 for me, and this is just, I'm sure something I need to work on with a therapist or something, but I love a payment plan. If I can have it interest free, like, why not? It just is like, instead of a big chunk coming out of my account, I don't know. I love a payment plan. So, and she, like I said, has included ones that I didn't even know were a thing. People out of the country, she has an option for them. And obviously, yeah, this is a global thing, just like most of the digital programs, I would say. So this is for anybody, any country. And let's see if anything I forgot here as far um what I am doing with the anybody that grabs the boss suite is getting 1 month of my VIP coaching for free. That in itself is worth a lot of money, and I'll show you why. And again, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to show you what I have, why I ride for it, what your options are, why I think it can help you. Some people you may be on here and think, I kind of know all this stuff. Maybe I'm not interested in those things. Then I would sign up for my VIP coaching and see if you want to do something like that later, right? So you have options. The Boss Suite Lite, off top of my head, I believe is 277. So right under 300. So it's 277 or 297. And you get those 7 income streams, I think it is in, or maybe 8 now. And then the other modules. The only thing you don't get with that, you do get the Mindset Monday calls. Oh, let's check actually while I'm sharing my screen. I'm like, do we get the beginner calls? I don't remember. Are we still on the Boss Suite Lite? Zoom beginner calls. There should be belief list, coffee chats, virtual assistant. Well, let's look at the calendar. That'll tell me right there. Mindset. Okay, yeah. So the calls, it's the mentorship. If you want the mentorship, you want the big boss suite, or you want to sign up for my VIP coaching, or everybody needs a mentor. I have my own mentor. I have multiple. You can even have multiple mentors. Because we're never going to stop learning and growing. I'm still learning about stuff, especially I'm into learning about vibe coding and all this AI stuff and how to up level my lead magnets and freebies, and I'm having to become the beginner again with that. I don't know what I'm doing. So you get the mindset calls, but you're not getting any of the other calls. But you can see here she's got someone coming in to speak on the virtual assistant. So that those kind of stuffs are added. So that would be the difference. But again, some people come in at the Boss Suite Lite and then they're like, I need into the big one. And they'll upgrade pretty quickly.
Do they say why? Why they need into the big one? Is there something missing, or is there just more stuff in it? What are they looking for when they move up?
I think they're wanting the calls. People are loving the calls. And yeah, probably just because you have all those other modules about the buyer triggers. I don't think. Let's say we've got module, we've got affiliate. Those are 3 standard. Mindset is key. So that one's in there. Magnetic messaging, DM closers, TikTok. So yeah, so you don't have the buyer psychology, or they called it the buyer triggers. Some of those other ones where I was like, this is like I had to pay thousands of dollars for a mastermind to learn some of that stuff. You know what I mean? So that would be, but if someone's on the fence or this sounds good to them, get in here, see if it's for you. And then, like I said, the cool thing is, you can just pay the difference if you want to upgrade. You don't have to pay the full $597 if you want the boss suite. So I love that she does that. And I think I might have this wrong. I believe it's 85% on the boss suite. If you choose to resell it, that's just bonus. The Boss Suite Lite, I believe, is 80%. So still a pretty good amount there. And it's something like if you already have a higher ticket offer, like I know Richard and Kim have Legacy, which is a great program. This could be like a mid. I think it's always good. I don't care what your business is, even if you're not doing digital courses or that's just not your thing. You have your freebie, all of that stuff. You have a little low ticket, mid ticket, whether you create it or you buy one that someone else did. Like when I was like, wait a minute, I can sell other people's digital courses and make 90, 100% profit. Like, what are you talking about? Like I'm used to making $20 and doing coaching and all this stuff for free. It's like, now we're getting paid for it. Like it blew my mind what was possible in the digital space. Any other questions?
Yeah, Jen, I have a question about the letter writing.
Yeah.
So is that the letter writing where you're writing cards to like casinos for
That
the
is one of them.
$5? And then like you have to gamble so you're not given $5, you're given $5 in coins that you have to play, and then you get to keep your winnings. Now, I know
Wow.
that works because I did that 2 years ago and I made thousands of extra dollars every month. But then they banned it, because it's gambling, they banned it in New York. So I can't do that anymore. But my dad was also doing it as a 73-year-old retired person, and it was giving them extra retirement income, and it got
Yeah.
banned. So I'm wondering if this letter writing is still the stuff with the casinos, because we can't do that in New York, or if it's something different that maybe he could possibly get into.
That's a great question. Let's look into the module. I know because I have another like I said, I had some people just wanting they were interested in UGC. So her and it's someone that was in the boss suite and she created her own course. And I love like they didn't there was no bad blood. Like she even said, "Hey, she's, this girl's made her own UGC." Like I love that vibe and energy in this community. It's not like I don't know what word I'm trying to think of, but it's very supportive
It's
and
not
it's
greedy.
very yeah, it's not like, we're not in competition with each other. We could all have the boss suite or legacy or whatever heck program you have, or a physical product. We could all could be selling this foot cream and people are going to buy from you guys because they like you guys, a vibe with you guys, trust you guys. Like that part really doesn't matter. People will buy from you because of you, not because of what you're selling. Um, but I do know in Made from Zero because I have a gal in New York and she was bummed. But I don't think it's just the casinos. I know that is part of it, but let's see here because I don't know for sure. Let me go back to the full. Well, I wonder if the same letter writing is in here as the boss. Where is it at? There you go. Step by step getting started. Oh, okay. That might be a question that okay, wait a minute. Here, you also have
Right there, I can see it, Jen, right on the video where the play button is. See, it says Chumba Casino. It says Chumba. That's casino.
that's casino.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's the one that we were writing to.
Oh, here's links to casinos.
Yeah,
Huh.
materials.
Canadian templates.
Yeah. So I wonder, there are several states in the United States that don't allow it.
She probably has that in here. Here's
I'm sure.
frequently asked questions. Can I use whiteout? What index cards? What envelope? Okay. Can I write in cursive? Do I need a code? Can
Yes.
can I pull what? Okay. Huh. Let me find out that exact answer because I know that I've seen again, and this is how I just like to keep it real. I haven't went into this module because it has not interested me at all, but it interests a lot of people. And that's why I love that Jenna and her little UGC course. Well, it's not little, it's very in depth, but she added that because so many people are interested in the letter writing. But
And like I said, it does work. We were making money. We made quite a bit of money, but
it stopped in New York.
they stopped it in New York. And you have to live in the state in which you're writing letters from because your license comes into play. Like you have to be approved. So it's very, it's very legit, but it's gambling. So they take all kinds of
That's interesting. I'll
verification.
ask because I do know that there's other things that aren't casino related where you can write letters and get paid. Is that what's inside the boss suite too? I don't know. So I will find that out. I do know obviously the casinos is part of it, but I'll get back to you with that answer and let you know because I'm not gonna guess or act like I know when I don't, right? But that's a good question. But yeah, one of my friends was bummed because she's in New York too.
Yeah. Then you said the print on demand, you've not gotten into that yet?
I did when I first started.
Okay.
I was actually in Puerto Rico. I was just excited because it was actually another course that's like the Boss Suite. And this is one thing you guys will know about me. If I'm promoting something, it means I ride for it. I stand by it 1,000%. I'm not here to just sell stuff to make money. Yes, I am here to make money, but it has to be something that I truly believe in. The other course that is kind of like this with 20 something income streams too, it's great. It's not a bad program. The mentorship was not there. And I
Mm.
was like, people need the mentorship. Yes, they can invest with me, but what if they're not going to? I want them to have some mentorship in the program that they buy. And because some people, I had a girl buy for me and she wasn't in my community. She wasn't, I couldn't find her on Facebook. I don't know if she's on my email list. Like it was a silent buyer. Who I have no idea how she's doing, what she's doing.
My grandson, this is kind of funny that this is coming up today. My grandson, who is 13, texted me yesterday and asked me, could I teach him? He said, I was looking into ways to make money and stuff. And I was wondering if you knew anything about clothing brands.
Mm.
And I said, not really. I said, why? What do you want to do? I said, do you want to sell or create? He says, I want to make my own from scratch. I already have a Google Doc. So he sent it to me, and it's funny. But I said to him, I said, well, where do you plan on selling this? And he's like, I don't know, maybe through like Shopify or something.
Nice.
And I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, so you've looked into this? And he said, yeah. He goes, and I even have a certain target audience in the United States. He's like, so he's done his homework. And he knows that I do all this stuff online, right? Every time he sees me, he's like, so Nan, are you a millionaire yet?
No,
Are you a
no.
millionaire yet? Not yet, but I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
But so it's just funny because like he sent me his Google Doc and it's
Aw.
got like all the stuff on here that he wants to do. He wants to create his own clothing line. And yeah, he's just got everything on here from like it's streetwear, it's comfy every day. He's got a name for it. Thicker cotton poly blend or cotton fleece. He's going to market on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Then it says, Nana, reach out to people online that have a bigger following.
Oh, he sent you like his business plan pitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love it.
So now that I see that, oh, and then he goes, tell the grown-ups, make it known to parents, but don't show them profits. Maybe a private bank in parentheses.
Nice.
That is so funny.
Tell Nana, Uncle Zach, and others that might be able to help with transportation. And he's got a 300 to 350% upcharge on this stuff. T-shirts, long sleeves, sweatshirts, baggy jeans. So I don't know. So I want your opinion on what you think about that selling module that's in there. Like
The
this-
print on demand.
yes.
So what I love about it, because there's lots of stuff that he can do. He can physically have the products. What I love about print on demand is it is not him making. So if that's what he wants, that it may not be for him, or he could do both, right? And
But there's no inventory with that, right? They
he
print
doesn't have no
by
inventory.
the order.
Like I didn't want to because I'm like, I still got products I'm selling from New Skin, right? Like I didn't want to have to deal with customer service and shipping and doing all that stuff. So you get to do the fun part, the design. I think I did a t-shirts and a couple of mugs, and you get to even get like a wholesale discount. So you see it first. I was like, let me see the quality of this stuff before I come in. And it was great. Like, and I sold a few, but it just like that wasn't something that was super passionate for me, but it is for some people are into that, right? That's why I love the Boss Suite and the Boss Suite Light is because yeah, he's got a whole plan. It gives you so many options to do what aligns for you, right? So we're not just like doing what Jennifer does just because Jennifer's made a lot of money doing this. But if you're not excited about that, that doesn't light you up every day. You're eventually going to get tired of doing that, right? So this is something where you have options to do. But yeah, he can go on there. He gets to design it all. He gets to pick, from like even the t-shirt, like you could pick the different cotton, which t-shirt you wanted it to be on. because there was cheaper ones, maybe less quality, and then like I picked a one where I knew it was good. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Um, and colors, you can do all the colors. And again, I'm not super techie, so I found it simple. I did have to walk through the module and learn, but yeah, I loved it, and I didn't have to. I just got the profit.
Well, I'm
Um,
willing to help him, but he's gonna learn it. Like, I'm not I got enough to do. I got enough on my
yeah.
plate. He's gonna have to learn. But I mean, yeah, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and if he wants to do physical, he could also he this is a good question. He might be I don't know if he can cuz it's on a it's the I can't talk. Ugh. You set up a Printify shop. So it's like Shopify, but it's called Printify.
Okay.
And I don't even think it costed me money. Like I didn't have to do anything like that. You just you I guess pay the part of the cost of the product comes off, but they make it, they ship it, they do any customer service, all of that crap, and then you link your bank account or however it works, and that money comes in that way without you having to do it. And then you can go on TikTok and Pinterest and wherever the heck he wants to go. Highly recommend Pinterest for him because it's quick. Something I just learned. I was blown away by what we can do on Pinterest. But he could also do a Shopify site and an Etsy shop or whatever and expand it out. I wouldn't tell him to do all of that at once, right?
No,
Because
no. Yeah.
then you're like, whoa, what did I get myself into? But
Yeah.
I love it. Um,
And then
yes.
more like on the UGC stuff, is it as easy to get those jobs as you hear people talking about it? They're like, "Oh," because I've heard different things about like setting up your profile and getting people to view,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
What I would for sure do, is me and Stephanie are doing UGC, the How to Start UGC from Scratch workshop the second week in June. And I honestly, I was so, and Kim was on that call, so you can even ask him his thoughts. But I wanted honest feedback because when I got on there, because here's what I was hearing people wanted to do it, we're excited about it, but because there's so many different companies, that you can apply for and get jobs for, and then the portfolio, do I make one? What do I say in my videos? Like they were even people that were used to doing that stuff were just overthinking all of it and not doing anything. And I'm like, this is a gap that I need to fill. I talked about it on the workshop. And so that's what we did. And we picked two apps that were what I find super easy. And yeah, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And I've had like 19 brand deals. Now Stephanie, she's really got into it. I don't want to make a bunch of videos like that. So I love the selfie thing or doing a video where I don't have to like post it anywhere. But we literally walk you through, like, how my workshops are, how to do it, and then Stephanie does the Canva portfolio thing, like a plug and play funnel, how I've taught before. We do that with Canva, or she does that. I'm not teaching that part. And then I show you, okay, here's how you go to the apps. Here's how you can go sign up and apply tonight. This is how you filter through and find what you actually want if you're looking for certain things. And yeah, we had a girl get her, I think it was 3 days later, she got her first like acceptance. um, so it varies. I don't have like, I guess, keeping it 100, like a answer for you, how fast you get the jobs. I think it's just different. Like people that are like, how are you getting all these jobs? I can't even get one. I'm like, how often are you applying? Like I was applying to like 20 a day. You know what I mean? And I would do it at night while watching Netflix because it's like that simple. It's like mindless. You're not having it's not hard. I know you don't know till you get in there and know, but I would recommend that for sure. And yeah, it's just a great way to make some extra money for people that maybe their other income streams aren't taken off yet or slowed down. And it's simple. And you get to choose what you want to do. Like you get to choose, like Stephanie's picking, she's, yeah, probably up to thousands a month with UGC. Um, but they're paying her to make like 30 or 60 videos a month on a brand new TikTok that she had to create, which isn't a big deal, right? But I'm talking about 15 to 30-second videos. So it's not even, but that doesn't like, I don't have time to do a bunch of that. I'm okay maybe if I had one of those jobs, and sometimes they pay 500 a month, sometimes it's 1,000 a month, sometimes it's 3,000 a month. It depends on the company, and it's not always physical products. It's tech, it's apps. Like I did a YouTube one, it was a 2-minute video or whatever, and I got a free $2,500 course where I could, if I want to, which I should, get certified for a life and wellness coach. And that was just part of the free product with the UGC job. So there's all kinds of stuff like that too. That's what I love about it. Stuff for men, stuff people just want to do, pet stuff, faceless stuff. There's AI, um, and you decide. Does that help? Does anybody have any other questions before I get in here? I'm just going to show you guys. For some reason, I just want to show you guys what you guys get. Now, if anybody purchases, you get a month free of my VIP. Um, and if you are someone who is like, I kind of maybe already know a lot of this, maybe I'm not, I don't know if I'm interested in investing right now or can't invest right now, why you would want to jump in my VIP. Um, let's see, back to my communities. You get VIP access with both of my communities, not my new one, just because that's with Stephanie and I. We haven't even done anything with premium or VIP. Let's go to this one. You get almost everything in my classroom. Those are free anyway. That's the UGC course. And actually we're gonna, yeah, the feedback, because it was like a 2-hour workshop. So we're breaking it up into 2 days this time. So it's a little, it's a lot of info. And I thought people were gonna be like, woof, that was too much. But almost everybody said, wow, like even people that had bought the Made from Zero course, which is the in-depth UGC course, but she was overthinking everything. She was like, this workshop actually helped simplify it and made me know, okay, go do this. Here's how you can go actually start applying. You know what I mean? And just kept it super simple. And so that's what that is. But VIP, you get my school starter kit, a community to cash, which you all know is amazing. Of course, you can buy them separately, but all of this unlocks with the VIP. You get my content to cash workshop. You get any workshops that I'm doing that month if you're, because you have to do it every month. If you remain a VIP, you don't have to pay extra for my workshops, which in my opinion makes it worth it for that alone. And it's only $47 a month right now, which is really low. And I will be raising it when I launch my school course, because that's also going to unlock for VIPs where people can buy it on its own because maybe they just don't want to do that. Guest expert, you get all the premium benefits too. So let's see what else. You get my full Facebook attraction marketing course, which is valued at 97. It's actually worth like $297 because there's a full PLR product in there and that's worth $197 alone for faceless people. But I show you A to Z everything on Facebook. And it's not just for Facebook. Some of them are like algorithm stuffs, like what to do specifically for Facebook. But a lot of the things in that course are attraction marketing, email marketing type of skills for everybody that they need to learn. How to get people into your school community from Facebook, how to build your freebie and grow your community email list. Let's see, that's all. How to talk to ChatGPT like a boss. Basically made a course so you know how to train your ChatGPT so you're not getting generic content. And let's see if anything's different in the VIP here. It's pretty much I think it's seeing if anything's different. Oh, how to train your AI twin. That was a really cool workshop I did. Looks like it's the same. Yeah. And you get all the premium benefits, which is really good for especially this community. because you get to promote twice a day in here, your paid communities, paid offers, lead magnets, opt-ins. Of course, I recommend, as we've talked about on a previous workshop, leading with value. You can do that daily for free, but how like please do that. Like that's gonna really attract your people, but get all the premium benefits as well. Any questions?
How do you promote, I guess your program, because you're promoting the boss programs. Do you have landing pages, all that good stuff, or you really do it all out of school? How do you promote your stuff?
So, and I think I go over that in the Facebook class too. So you can do that on social media. So they give you a sneak peek. They also give you a little quiz. Like there's a few freebies that they've made and they're good freebies. Like they're
Hmm.
because you know, you want your freebies, anybody can make a little PDF, but it needs to be a good freebie so they recognize your value first before they go buy, that's obviously a whole other conversation.
Hmm.
Um, but I love the quiz. The quiz is a 5-question thing. It's going to take them 5 minutes. It builds your email list and it asks them questions about them, like how much time do you want to spend on this kind of stuff? What's your person? Are you introvert, extrovert? Like it just gets to know you real quick, and then it actually shows you what UGC might be good for you, or Faceless, or Amazon, or whatever the
Oh, cool.
heck
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
comes up. And then the sneak peek, and I usually, when somebody buys for me and they're already using system.io, I just send you my funnel. That way you can just take my stuff out, plug your links in, and it's super simple, right? And I do have a campaign, attached to them that they just like with Legacy, or you want to have them warming them up in the nurturing sequence. Did I answer your question?
So it sounds like you have posts, you capture emails from polls and lead magnets and so on from there. That goes into System IO. And then I guess the Boss Suite probably has its own landing page where they learn about more of the details, kind of like a legacy, right? They have their own landing pages, something already pre-built.
Uh-huh. They have so let's see. Where's my sneak peek? If I go, I think I have my landing page for the boss. Like if I sent you my link to purchase it, and I love that they've simplified it. She just updates everything. Nothing will be outdated with her. She really
Cool.
takes her time to do that, and it's not a ton of info. Love Legacy, but that landing page, you're like scrolling for 15
Hey,
years till you
yeah,
get
yeah.
down to like that's a lot of information, and we want it to be simple and clear, and in our content we can show kind of other stuff. But yeah, in Facebook groups in particular, you can do this in link. I know you're a LinkedIn person, you could do this in LinkedIn groups. There's I don't know, does LinkedIn have groups where you can promote in like on school?
Oh, good question. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either, but Facebook does. Like I have
Yeah.
my own. And so I'll promote and drop my freebies, and I just do it like I would, if I was teaching you guys how to do content. I show them who the freebies for, how it helps them, why they want to put their email in, or why they want to get the thing, and then I drop the link in the comments. And that really works. And I do that also in school communities.
Oh.
And it
So, but
works.
it sounds like, yeah, they have a landing pages pre-built for you to use to send people to, right? So you
Mhm.
bring them in and you send them to this landing page, which it sounds like it's in System IO also.
Let's see, they do theirs through
VPN.
Beacons,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
but you can put yours in system.io. Let's see,
So
digital
you could
products.
replicate it, and so
Yeah, you know how in system.io, and I think I did a little training on that somewhere. You just create the creator store, I think they call it.
okay, mm-hmm.
So you don't have to go pay for beacons or anything like that. They actually will send, if you bought the Boss Suite, you would is that it? Let's see, go back there. Let's open it. Paste. Oh, I got 100 tabs open. It's going slow, isn't it? Okay. So yeah, I kind of wish she would take the shoe out, because this is good for men too. Like the shoe can maybe make it seem for women, not my course.
Yeah.
But it's very simple to the point. She gets in here with who it's for, who it's not for, how it
Oh, this
works.
this is a stand store. So what is Beacon?
Beacons
Be-
is the same thing. So
okay.
she used to have it where you could choose whether you wanted a Beacons link or a Stan link, but then whatever happened. And so she sends you a Stan link, but you do not have to have a Stan store. You can take her Stan store link and put it
Mm,
in system.io into your creator store or in your emails, whatever, or you can I didn't know all this, so I actually paid for Beacons for like the full year before, I didn't know what I was doing. And so I have mine in Beacons. I just
okay.
didn't want, it was just less expensive. I think Stan was like, when I signed up Stan, you had to wait 30 days before you got paid.
Ah,
Geez, now it's like 7, I think.
okay.
Um, but so that's nice. So that is one
So,
thing. If you
and
make a
this is your
sale,
own stand store that you maintain, or they maintain it, and but you get the emails from it?
well, I set up my own funnels.
Okay.
Yeah, I set up my own funnels because I wanted to make sure that I was building my email list and not her email list. I'm sure she
Right, right,
gets,
yeah. So they give you this material here to put on your in your funnel, right? It sounds
hmm
like. Got it.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's another thing that she is really good about when they have like a sale or whatever. Let's see, where would it, maybe it's in the affiliate module. Uh And again, they have a girl, 2 girls now, I think, because they've grown so fast. She just started this last August. There's like 15,000 people, 16,000 people in there now. It's growing really, really. I think it was 8,000 when I got it in October. Anyways, and there's where you grab all the freebies. They even have one where you can build your email list by inviting people to the call. Like she
Hmm.
does a call every Thursday.
Cool.
I even link it, as you guys have probably seen it, in my school communities because they can click the link and join. I don't have to be on the call because she's doing it, and
Mhm.
it's not like this. Like it's them walking you through quickly, not as detailed today, and then testimonials,
Right. But
which
because
is
you
great.
sent them there, it's tagged to you, right?
hmm
Okay.
And she always says, just like Michelle does, go back to the person that invited you to the call
Mm,
and get your link. That there's no link drop in or anything like that on
gotcha.
those
All right.
calls. It's
Cool,
just
cool. Information.
information.
Yep.
But she gives you all of these materials, so that's great for beginners to, maybe don't know what to do every single month. Um, I don't. Well, she's got May up somewhere, but men's promo, like all that stuff is she does that every single month. And when she does a sale too, like for, I'm sure there will probably be one. I don't know. And you never know when she's gonna do one either. Um, she'll give you promo material for that, so you can blast in your email, your stories, your TikTok, whatever platform that you're using. So all of that stuff is included, which would have been really helpful for me as a beginner, not knowing how to do any of that. Did that help?
That did. Thank you.
Okay, great question. Anybody else? I think I covered everything. Give me your feedback. How was this call? Do
This
you
is
think I should
really
do it any differently or good
no, this
feedback?
is really good. I love the walkthrough and showing all the individual modules and so on. Now, I can't think of anything that, other than the questions I asked, that I would have you do different.
Okay, and that's good. Yeah, I'd like to. Hopefully, I don't know how I can. I'm sure I'll get through it a little faster as I keep doing them, but I just wanted people to really know like what's inside because a lot of people buy these programs and they just kind of know what they've been told or what someone said on a live or social media. It's like, let's get in here and let me show you what's actually going on and what I think is super, super important for you to be successful, which is all of that stuff, the mindset, the buyer triggers, the psychology behind it all, and then the oodles of income streams. And she won't never tell us what the new ones are either. Like, I really don't have any idea. I'll find out when she launches them. She's got a tax module she's about to drop too, like for people to make sure they're FTC compliant, which is super, super important, and how to properly do stuff like that. Um, Because I think as she's gotten bigger, she's had certain people do certain things. And so that was a needed thing. So she really, this was a program I felt like didn't have many gaps.
And you had mentioned mentoring. That was a big difference between light and the full-blown suite. Is that basically a couple extra meetings a week? What does that look like?
So the Boss Suite, so you already showed you the calendar for the Boss Suite Light, right? So it was just all the Mindset Monday and then the one virtual assistant call. Am I in the big one? So this is the difference with and you guys know, a lot of you know Jess Cox, where she at? She's these coffee chat. I've not been on the calls because I'm not doing that at 10 a.m. But so she does calls, there's tech calls. I mean, oodles of calls. And not that and again, don't feel like because I've had someone purchase for me recently. She was like, "Do I have to be on all these calls?" You don't have to be on any of the calls. This is just I love that they have this here for you because a lot of people need this. Maybe they don't have extra money to invest in a separate mentor or whatever the case may be. And so they have your mindset covered. They have the beginner calls. They have the tech calls. I actually do not know what Jess talks about on her calls, but I know she's very knowledgeable. And these are the opportunity calls every single week. And then she'll also have she's got the VA person coming in. And let's see if I don't know if there's anything in June already. Okay. But she'll have an expert come in one of the others, whether it's print on demand or UGC or whatever it is for that'll be somewhere too. So that's the difference there. I
And I
just
take it, I know you're successful at it, but how successful are you in it? What pieces are you more successful at reselling the Boss Suite, or more successful with the individual income streams, or it's you know hybrid or mix?
I'm an affiliate marketer at heart, so I do well with reselling the course.
Hmm.
But again, like I said, I think she said 70% is it was a high percentage of people that buy the Boss Suite don't even do that. So it just depends on you, right? If affiliate marketing, I just love because I'm a real relatable person, it comes easy for me, not everyone, to share something that I just truly believe in and find
Mm.
value in, use and love, whether it's a mascara or a course that can change someone's life, right? So I think that would be my strong suit. But like I said, I was blown away that I just kind of was like, let me check out this UGC thing. And then 19 brand deals later in 8 weeks or something. Um, I was like, wow. And
Yeah,
Stephanie is doing even better. Like she's more advanced than I am now. And we started at the same time, didn't know what the heck we were doing. Does that help?
it does. Thank you.
You buy the
Yeah.
big course, the big Boss Suite, the big
Yeah.
boy, like you called it. You get the Boss Suite Light with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that little digital vault that has some PLR products that and say you have another course, trying to think of something, or you have your own course or whatever, you can use these little PLR things as bonuses with it, right? You can use those to do whatever you want to with. I love that. And I've given my Facebook course away free when someone purchased the Boss Suite, but it's just like, let me give you guys VIP for free because I do weekly calls for $47. Kim is like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I know, but I do also want to keep it affordable for people. But I am going to raise it when I finish my school course because I'll probably add that to the VIP. It's just the workshops alone, makes that worth it. And I just
What did I sign up for, Jen? Did I sign up for VIP or did I sign up for the other one? Do you know?
I I believe you signed up you did the annual for, premium. So you would
Okay.
just do, like, the difference or whatever you wanted to do there. But yeah, like, I will tell you this, just to be transparent. So because me and Stephanie do the UGC workshop together, that will be a separate paid offer just because that's not like fair to her because she does like one whole day will basically be her doing the Canva portion because that's not I can dabble with it, but it's not my strong suit. But everything else, any other workshops I do, email marketing, I'm planning on doing a workshop. I don't know how I'm going to structure this where, on the call we just did with the community to cash, where I'm going to help people like that don't even know what freebie to do, like how to actually get a good one, how to pop it into a funnel, and then now what's your bridge to your mid-ticket offer, and then if probably most people have like a main offer, but like helping them fill those gaps, that's going to be a workshop that I do. I do the content to cash, I do the community to cash all the time. All that's included. And again, I have the 50% affiliate on both of my communities too. So, um, and I love that. I can't believe I was sleeping on that for so long. Like how you can make money with other people's communities just by sharing. That's wild. Anything, any other questions, Cynthia? Is it Aliyah? Aliyah?
It's Alia. Yeah, no, I don't have any questions, girl. I just appreciate you. You know, I've been going through
Yeah.
over here. I just appreciate you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. She's a new boss. She joined the boss suite last week, I think.
Yes.
And so I don't if you can't talk or whatever, you don't have to, but how are you finding going through the modules? Have you even got to get in there yet? I know you've had a lot
I
going
haven't even touched it.
on.
Touched it. So you're teaching me something because I didn't even know really what was in it. So I'm glad you showed us what was in it for real.
See,
I
this
just
is
believe in you, so I bought it.
that's it right there. Like when you can build that know, like, and trust with someone, it doesn't matter what you're selling. They trust you and believe in you and will get the thing. Whether it doesn't matter what your offer is, boss suite or anything else. So I love that. Yeah, there's so much stuff in there. Don't people can get in there, especially if they get the big boy and they're like, oh, where do I start? And I'm like, start with module 0, especially if you're a complete beginner. Because there's a more in-depth quiz that you take. I don't know how many questions. It's not like it's an hour quiz or anything, but it'll actually even shoot you links to the modules that fit whatever your personality, whatever your results were from that. So I love that.
Right now, there's a virtual assistant module in there to teach you how to be a virtual assistant, but we need to learn how to vet and hire a virtual assistant because we have so much
Right.
stuff going on
That
I
point.
know.
to help us.
I ask some people that have reached out to me about it or that I know have one because I have, and this is again a conversation I need to have with a therapist. I have trust issues and I'm like, because they've got to have your, passwords, I assume, and certain things. How do I know? Anyways, that would be, and she's someone where you can make suggestions, and if it's something that she gets a lot of feedback on, like she makes it happen, or she'll bring in, like the tax thing was an issue, so she said, I'm bringing in the experts so we know how to be FTC compliant and how to make sure we got all that situated, so we're in we're not getting slapped around by that. There's a lot of people
I know
don't know.
Kim talks about, a VA, and I asked him, and he's like, well, you want to go to this country, stay away from these countries and whatever, which is great, but you still don't know who you're getting. And like you said, you have to be able to trust them with how do you vet them? And I feel like people that I've looked at on like Fiverr or Upwork or something, I just don't, I don't know. I haven't found the person yet.
I know. Michelle got really lucky with Celine, didn't she? So
But I
lucky.
can't afford to pay somebody like Celine.
Right.
Celine is awesome. I love Celine. But
Whatever you need a VA for, there's an AI for that.
Yeah. Well, for stuff that maybe I don't even want to do, like I would love to be on I love all the platforms. I don't have the energy. That's why I stopped doing TikTok. I think TikTok is amazing. Madison, just like Michelle, they both made their millions on TikTok, right? But not everybody needs to start. start on TikTok. You can make millions on Facebook. You can make millions on Pinterest and YouTube. But like I would like to do more with that, but I don't have the space or like I gotta stay in my lane, keep focused. You know what I mean? So I would like to delegate some of that and editing for sure. That's not fun for me. I don't find that fun. So little stuff like that, but still they have to have some of your information. You got to trust them. I don't know. We'll figure that out. What's on your mind, Cynthia? Anything? What you think?
I think that with all of the past history of shiny objects, this last 2 weeks has just brought me back into shiny objects. Everything. I just love it. It's like, oh, you got that? I want that. Oh, I wanted to know about that. And that's an issue for me because I have a history of dealing with shiny object syndrome. And so now I have to execute. One of the things that I know Kim says is it works if you work it. I don't really,
Yeah.
I don't really want to work it. I want
Oh,
somebody to do it and just do the studying and get it done for me.
you want a VA?
Yeah, yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I
But
love that. Shiny object syndrome should be a module they put in the boss suite too. Maybe it is, they just call it something else, but that is a real thing. There's a lot of people that just buy all the that's why I was like, I don't want to be I was watching the boss suite for a long time. I'm like, I'd already bought another course that was just like the boss suite. But when I really saw the mentorship part and the price point for me, it just felt good. And even in my no, this didn't happen with me in my first program, right? I didn't know what I was doing though either. But even in my first week with the boss week, because it just aligned with me and I believed I knew what was happening in there, even
mhm,
without going through it yet. Like I think I made like 2,000 or something like that my first week. I was like,
okay,
what? Whoa. Was amazing.
right, okay,
And there it was on like there was a sale. So I would have made more if it hadn't been. Um but yeah, I just love it. I love the options. It gives people breathing room. It gives people with different personality types so many options. Um, and that's my favorite thing. And then the skill sets that a lot of people need. But
right,
yeah, if you want to, you need to implement,
right,
you've got to get in there, learn what you need to do, pick if I was coaching you, well, I would ask you a lot of questions, but you need one clear main offer, and one clear message. Not that you can't have other stuff going on, but until you kind
mhm,
of get momentum going with that. But if it also doesn't align for you, that's a whole other thing, right? Because you
right,
can't make it align. And when it was, you will know when you find something you align with, whether it's a mentor, a course, whatever.
right. I have courses that I've paid for and not worked them. The execution is really the kick in the pants that I need
Yeah.
because it's work and it's something new and I can build on what I've done in the past, but still you have to make choices, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Do
I
you have a
appreciate you.
yeah, do you have an offer that you get excited about now?
Mm, not an offer. I have started a community,
Mhm.
and the one thing that I have not done is reworked the intro because what I really have information on in terms of relationships, um, think restoration as opposed to throwing out the baby with the bathwater, has worked for me. And I haven't put that into the community yet.
Okay. All right. So you still got to implement from the workshop we just did. Sounds like.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And in the midst of that, I had a granddaughter who graduated kindergarten yesterday,
Right.
which was
Oh,
my whole day.
Right.
So yeah, got lots of things going.
I love that. And we got to balance. I'm a hustler at heart. I don't know if that'll ever go away. So I do have to like reel back and make sure. So it was nice. My mom's birthday was Monday. My dad's is tomorrow. I'll totally
Wow.
unplug, but I got shit done today and yesterday, and then I will again Friday. And it's all about that balance. And this is why we're doing this online stuff so we can have time to go to the graduations and spend time with our parents and
Hmm.
your kids and whatever the heck you want to do. Right.
Right. Right.
I
I
love
got
it.
away with murder in my past life because I simply started chasing business and ministry, and I deserted the ship. Like, I don't want to cook and clean. It's
I love it.
I got things to do. So I have repented, and I'm working my way through all of it. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate you being there. Definitely.
Yeah, one step at a time, and this will be here if it's something you decide on, but I would don't get yourself spread too thin. If
Right.
it feels aligned for you, go for it. I'm not someone who pushes things on people. I want you to move in alignment, and timing can be everything. Um and yeah, focus on your community because I'm telling you, I love the boss suite, right? And I think my community helps me sell it much faster because I can build trust
Right.
faster in my community. So really hone in on your community, make that one of your main income producing activities that you focus on, and then you can figure out what else you're gonna do.
Right. Not a problem. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
welcome.
You gotta teach
Anything
me how
else?
to automate that community.
Oh, girl, I'm gonna send you the training. I did a VIP coaching call yesterday, and I walked through school, not all of Schooly features because there's like so many, but the ones you want. And showed, and this is me, not a tech person. So if I can show you how to do it, so I'll send you that video. And then yeah, and then email automations too are amazing. Do you have an email system yet?
I created one using Manus. So
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Yes.
all I'm all things automation around here.
I love it. And it'll all start to come together. There's a lot of moving parts, and it can be like, oh gosh. But your email list and your community are king, in my opinion. And because that's where you can bring everybody from social media or wherever the heck your people are coming from into a home base to build know, like, and trust. Then you have a classroom of, you don't have to have a million offers in there, but your things that you ride for, and people will start to poke around and you'll get cha-chings. You know what I mean? Because you've built the trust with them. I love it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to get off here. I'll have this replay up, and I'm open to feedback if there's anything that I could have done better or made clearer, or anything like that. And I'll try to figure out next time how I could do this a little more tightened, maybe a little more faster. But there's just you saw how much stuff's in there. It's a lot. But it's all good stuff, and it's not just fluff. Like, what's in there is stuff that you need to know, all of us, to be successful and get people from finding you and following you and liking your little stuff to actually buying something from you and us making money, right?
Right. Sounds
All
good.
all right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for being here. Kim and Richard, thank you for being my co-host, all that. I will see you later, and let me know if you need anything.
Okay.
Thank you.
All
All right.
right.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye, guys.